You know, penguins aren't my favorite animal. They probably should be. Hello, my comments! Don't know what that was. Alright, today we're going to be going over 50 facts about me. I had to turn to two friends to come up with more because I could only come up with 30 yesterday. But we did it. We got 50. There'll be a counter in the bottom corner, which I believe we're already at 1. So without further ado, let's see where this takes us. I was named after my aunt. My aunt sadly passed away before I was born, but as she was dying, my mother promised her, hey, my first daughter is going to have the same name as you. So that's how I got my first name and my middle name. Kind of sad, actually. I have 5 piercings. I have both my ears, nose, lip, and my belly button. I've had my belly button done for about 3 or 4 years and my nose and lip done for about 2. I also have my ears gauged to a 2G, which is pretty cool. I'm naturally a strawberry blonde, as proven by little 12-year-old me, who was really bad at taking selfies. I was born on November 19th, kind of around lunchtime, and I'm a Scorpio, so that explains my stubbornness and me being a bit of a I like books better than the movies. Mortal Instruments, for example, especially City of Bones, because the book was so much better. I prefer trucks over cars, but the 2018 Dodge Demon and Hellcat, oh my god, I would kill so many people from one of those cars, it's not even funny. I've never been drunk, but I have had a few drinks in my past. I have 2 siblings, an older brother by 1 year and a younger sister by 3, and they both hate me. I've had 2 dogs my whole life, Chloe, who passed away about 4 years ago, and Loki, the dog I currently own, who is 4 years old this August, 22nd or 23rd, 20-something. I've been ziplining twice, once in BC and once in Hawaii, and honestly the one in BC was a lot more fun because it was through the mountains, whereas the one in Hawaii was just over pineapple patches. I cannot make any food involving water and salt. I cannot make vegetables. I can only occasionally make pasta, but I can make an awesome steak and awesome chicken breast, which honestly, that's kind of weird that I can make the main course but none of the side dishes. My signature smell is vanilla, vanilla perfume, vanilla deodorant, vanilla body wash. I used to have vanilla lotion as well before that was discontinued and thrown out the window just like lavender, which is kind of upsetting. I just talked really fast. I'm a Chicago Blackhawks fan. I blame my friend of 7 years who lives in Illinois for that. But they're my babies. My eyes are a very strange mix of blue, green, and gray. Depends on the lighting, the day, the moon. I'm a theater nerd, geek, loser, weirdo, whatever you want to call it, and I absolutely love it. Theater is like my second home. It's my home at school. It's honestly one of the best places to be if you're waiting to feel accepted by somebody, or if you're not fully accepting of yourself. I prefer sad endings over happy ones, and that makes me sound really, really depressed, but it gives you a real taste of life. Gosh, I'm really pessimistic. I equally hate both summer and winter. I get a sunburn too easily, but I also get cold too easily, so like, there's no in between, and because of where I live, there's no in between a summer and winter either. I have been legally blind since I was 15, and cannot wear contacts because my eyes are too small. Pupil's too big and the iris is too small to wear contacts, they hurt my eyes. So I'm stuck with these. My favorite music genre is rock and all the subcategories underneath that. But I do like a lot of other music. My biggest fear is falling. Not even heights, because I can go ziplining, I can climb a ladder, I can rock climb no problem. But the thought of falling is like terrifying to me. So like I don't know if I'd ever be able to go bungee jumping or free falling, because that's just utterly terrifying for me. But fun at the same time. I don't know. My favorite book is, can't even remember the name, but my mom let me borrow it once, and it's basically this whole series of different stories of the same group, sure, of vampires where when they find their soulmate they have sex so good and so intimate that they pass out afterwards. But one of the main characters in the book that I read also punctured her soulmate's testicle with a mop, which is pretty cool. I like 5 things in people: boobs, butts, abs, eyes, and smile. And the first 3 of those are really sexual, but also really not sexual, because a nice butt makes a great pillow. Nice boobs make a great pillow. And nice abs look nice. Okay. And proves that they're not a proves that they're not a slob. I'm going to university to major in psychology and minor in theater. Since my inner theater nerd. I live in Alberta. Yes, it's in Canada. No, I've never had baked milk, and no, Canadian bacon doesn't exist. It's ham. For the love of all things good, it's ham. My favorite food is pasta. Mostly creamy bacon carbonara, which is so good. Now I want to eat it. If you haven't had it, you definitely should, because it's great. I almost fell over. My ideal date is chicken nuggets at 3 AM with a nice place to park the car out of the city and look up at the stars and talk about life. Hopeless romantic. Hello. I can usually never pick a favorite anything. Not a favorite band, not a favorite song, not a favorite color, not a favorite person, not a favorite animal. Nothing. It's quite astounding that my favorite food is pasta, but that's also like a really wide range of things. My first ever crush was in a book. Ellen Schreiber's Vampire Kisses. Alexander is just so really appealed to preteen me. Never started a series, movie, book, TV, Netflix that I have not finished. Yeah, some of them got really boring after a while, but you gotta finish them, because if you don't, then what kind of person are you? I have a massive and growing pin collection and probably about 5 leather jackets. I'm 5'5" and weigh less than 115 pounds. I've never weighed more than that, and no, I don't know my actual weight because my dog broke our bathroom scale. I hate pineapple on pizza only because it makes the pizza really, really soggy, and I don't entirely like pineapples overall. Having said that, disclaimer, you can put pineapple on your pizza all you want, just don't put it on my pizza. I've dyed my hair at least 5 different colors. I've had it blue, purple, purple and blue, blonde, red. I've dyed it at least like 7 different natural colors. I like drawing, and I guess I'm kind of good at it too, giving other people's impressions of them. Except when I started drawing all the time, every person I drew looked like an ostrich. I own 4 guitars and can only kind of play them. I don't like sweets that much. I'll probably eat 1 piece of chocolate a month, which for December was kind of horrifying because my mom got me a chocolate advent calendar where I ate chocolate every day. I actually do like playing video games, even though I suck at a lot of them, and personally I don't like third-person shooters unless the storyline's pretty cool. Like The Last of Us, I struggled through because I hate shooting in third person. But it was an adventure and I really like the storyline, so. I love Stitch from Lilo and Stitch to absolute pieces. He's like the little tiny alien version of me, which is really weird now that I say it out loud. I love fluffy things to the point where I have 3 pairs of cat ears on headbands. 2 of them are professionally made and one's part of a Halloween costume. So this is happening. If given the chance, I would eat rice and popcorn for days. Mostly because they're light food and I don't like eating much. And they're kind of healthy for you, even though I'm probably going to have high cholesterol as an adult because of how much salt I put on my popcorn. I've been in more long-distance relationships than close distance, but I've completely sworn off of them because screw that. I am way too much into the physical aspects, like hugging, holding hands, things like that, the things you can do in person. I've been out of Canada about 5 times, but only to the US once because of a really, really long layover in San Francisco, which was in the middle of August, and it was really cold. I love reading books more than I like watching TV. But finding a position to read books in that doesn't get uncomfortable after 5 minutes is nearly impossible. So if you find one, please let me know about it. I'm 40% German, 30% Scottish, and 20% Canadian. So no, I'm not a lightweight, and yes, I can hold my liquor. I plan to get many tattoos in the future. I'm actually working on sketching one of them up right now. I just finished sketching one up for my friend. I love photography and taking pictures, but when it comes to pictures, I prefer to be behind the camera instead of in front of it, which is kind of ironic considering what I'm doing right now. I used to love riding horses. I haven't rid a horse in probably about 4 years, which is kind of sad because it was one of the ways that I expressed who I was and how I felt. A couple weeks ago, I called my friend crying at 2 in the morning because Ratatouille wasn't on Netflix. I think he kind of hates me. And that's all 50. You have no idea how hard it was to come up with 30 of those, never mind all 50, which in the end I came up with like 20 of them today alone, and then 30 yesterday. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'll be leaving links to my Instagram and my Twitter down below, and hope you guys have an amazing week. Stay tuned to see my vlog this weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. I hate myself.